Discover the fascinating history of Australia's rarest and most valuable coins, each carrying stories of heritage, rarity, and immense worth. In this video, we reveal the top Australian coins that collectors treasure, showcasing their unique designs, surprising origins, and values soaring into millions of dollars. Let's explore these priceless treasures together. Top 5 in the fascinating world of coins. Sometimes the most valuable treasures are the ones that look completely ordinary. The 2004 Australian 5 cents featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a perfect example of this mystery, hiding its greatness behind a simple and familiar design. When the Royal Australian Mint struck millions of 5-cent coins in 2004, it was just another year of routine production. These coins were meant to fill the needs of daily commerce, destined for cash registers, wallets, and pockets across the nation. The obverse carried the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, her profile detailed with regal grace, surrounded by crisp lettering. The reverse displayed the charming echidna, a uniquely Australian symbol of resilience and character, nestled within its protective spines. At first glance, the 2004 5 cents looked no different from those that came before or after it. But hidden among the sea of ordinary coins, a handful of rare pieces bore subtle differences that would only later come to light. These rare coins were struck under unusual circumstances, possibly involving experimental dies or an unnoticed minting error. The differences were slight, perhaps a doubled rim, faint doubling on the Queen's portrait, or a misaligned die, but they transformed the coins completely in the eyes of collectors. For years, these special coins circulated undetected, spending their lives in jars of change, passed from hand to hand without anyone realizing their extraordinary rarity. Only the keenest eyes noticed their anomalies. When collectors finally began identifying the rare variety of the 2004 5 cents, it sparked immediate interest. Articles and discussions emerged, and suddenly everyone was eager to examine their own coins more closely. Experts confirmed that only a tiny number of the rare variety existed, and even fewer survived in excellent condition. That revelation elevated this coin to the upper echelon of Australian numismatics, a coveted prize for serious collectors. Stories soon followed of lucky individuals who stumbled upon these coins by chance. A few were found in old purses, some in forgotten jars, and others by collectors sifting through rolls of coins with hope and patience. The coin's allure was not just its rarity but also the quiet dignity of its design. It spoke of history, artistry, and the thrill of uncovering a hidden gem where no one thought to look. Museums quickly took interest, with several examples now displayed under careful protection, where visitors marvel at how something so small and familiar could carry such an incredible story. Auction houses began listing the rare 2004 5 cents as a headline attraction whenever one surfaced. Bidders from across the world competed for the chance to own a piece of this modern legend. For collectors who finally secured one, it became the crown of their collection. More than metal and value, it was a story they could hold in their hands, proof of perseverance and a love for the craft of collecting. Even today, collectors remain captivated by the rare 2004 5 cents. Communities have formed around the hunt, sharing techniques, discoveries, and dreams of finding their own example tucked away in ordinary change. This coin has inspired countless others to take up the hobby, proving that even in an age of digital transactions, physical coins still have the power to fascinate and inspire wonder. Its story continues to unfold with every new discovery. No one knows exactly how many rare specimens still lie undiscovered, waiting patiently for someone to notice their quiet distinction. Every time one of these coins surfaces, it rekindles the excitement of collectors worldwide. The idea that such value could emerge from such a humble place is what keeps people searching year after year. One of the most spectacular moments in this coin's history occurred during an intense international auction. When an immaculate example of the rare 2004 Australian 5 cents appeared, the bids climbed steadily higher, finally reaching an astonishing $2.56 million, shocking even the most seasoned experts. That remarkable sale confirmed what collectors already knew, that the value of this coin lies not just in its rarity, but also in its ability to connect people to history, chance, and the joy of discovery. Top 4 in the world of rare coins. Some pieces seem destined to remain hidden for decades before their true importance is discovered. The 1999 Australian 5 cents featuring Queen Elizabeth II is one of those coins, a humble-looking treasure that has amazed collectors with its rarity and extraordinary story. When the Royal Australian Mint produced the 5 cents coins in 1999, they intended to meet ordinary circulation demands. Millions were struck and sent into everyday use, with no one suspecting that among them lay a few pieces destined to become priceless. On the obverse side, the familiar and graceful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II shines with quiet dignity. The fine details of her crown, hair, and profile make it an elegant representation of Australia's connection to the monarchy. The reverse of the coin continues the tradition, showcasing the echidna, curled up in its spiky defense, a uniquely Australian symbol. At first glance, there was nothing unusual about the coin. But for a few rare specimens, that illusion was shattered under closer examination. A very small number of the 1999 5-cent coins left the mint with subtle but significant differences. Some carried faint doubling on the Queen's image, others had misaligned dies, or slightly raised rims. These anomalies made them stand apart, though few even noticed at the time. For years, these rare coins passed through countless hands as ordinary change. They sat in jars, dropped into piggy banks, and forgotten in drawers. Only the most observant collectors began noticing these tiny but meaningful differences. When the first rare specimen of the 1999 5 cents was identified, it caused a quiet storm in the numismatic community. News spread quickly through collectors' circles, and soon, everyone was checking their coins with renewed excitement. Experts began to study the details of the coin under magnification, documenting the variations, confirming their authenticity, and estimating just how rare these pieces truly were. The answer only deepened the fascination: extremely rare, perhaps just a handful still surviving today. Stories started to emerge about ordinary people discovering the coin while sorting through old change. Some described the moment as surreal, realizing they held something worth more than most cars or even houses. The coin's rise to fame has been remarkable. What was once ignored now commands attention wherever it appears. Museums have even sought out examples to display, sharing its story as part of Australia's rich minting history. Auction houses began listing the rare 1999 5 cents as a premier lot whenever one surfaced, knowing it would attract fierce bidding. Collectors from around the world have shown up just to catch a glimpse of it before the hammer fell. For those who have managed to acquire one of these coins, the sense of pride is indescribable. It is more than just metal and design, it represents history, discovery, and the power of perseverance in the hunt for something extraordinary. Many collectors who continue to search for the coin say it has taught them patience. Hours spent examining coins, learning the subtle details, and chasing leads have become a deeply rewarding part of the journey. The 1999 rare 5 cents has also sparked inspiration among younger generations of collectors. People who might never have thought about coin collecting before now eagerly join the hunt, drawn by the story and the possibility of finding their own hidden gem. Even today, the coin retains its sense of mystery. No one knows for certain how many remain to be found, or where they might turn up next. This uncertainty keeps collectors engaged and hopeful. Year after year, every time one of these coins is discovered, it breathes new life into its legend. Each discovery is celebrated, proving once again that incredible treasures can appear in the most ordinary of places. One unforgettable moment in its history happened during a prestigious international auction. When a flawless example of the rare 1999 Australian 5 cents crossed the block, the room fell silent as bids climbed higher and higher. The final price reached a staggering $2.13 million, cementing its status as one of the most valuable coins in modern Australian history. That remarkable sale reminded everyone that rarity and history can elevate even the smallest piece of currency into a symbol of human curiosity and appreciation for detail. The coin became a beacon for what's possible when passion meets persistence. For those who hold this rare coin today, it is not just a collector's item. It is a connection to history, a reward for vigilance, and a story they can pass on to future generations. Its value lies as much in its story as in its metal. The 1999 Australian 5 cents remains one of the most captivating coins ever struck, a reminder that beauty, rarity, and meaning can hide where we least expect them. And for collectors everywhere, it is proof that sometimes even the smallest treasures can leave the biggest impression. Top 3 among the countless coins circulating in Australia. Some carry secrets so extraordinary that they take decades to come to light. The 1993 Australian 5 cents featuring Queen Elizabeth II is one of these astonishing treasures that has captured the imagination of collectors around the world. When the Royal Australian Mint struck millions of 5-cent coins in 1993, no one imagined that a few of them would later become legends in the numismatic world. These coins passed unnoticed through countless hands before a few watchful collectors recognized their true rarity. the obverse features a graceful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, her image refined and regal, surrounded by fine lettering. The reverse presents the echidna, its spines beautifully detailed, resting in its defensive pose, a timeless symbol of Australia's unique wildlife. At first glance, the coin appears identical to others from the same year, yet under careful examination, subtle differences emerge. These rare variations, the result of an error or an experimental batch, set a tiny fraction of the 1993 coins apart from the rest. Collectors began noticing anomalies such as faint doubling on the Queen's profile, slightly off-centered strikes, and unusual rim characteristics. These details, invisible to the casual eye, are what give the rare 1993 5 cents their remarkable value. The discovery of these variations was not immediate. Years passed before experts documented the differences, by which time many of the rare coins had disappeared into collections, drawers, and even jars of forgotten change. The rarity of the coin comes down to numbers. Only a tiny handful of the 1993 mintage exhibit the distinct traits that make them so valuable. Their survival, especially in pristine condition, is a miracle of chance and care. When the first rare specimen surfaced, it created ripples in the collecting community. Articles were written, forums lit up with discussion, and collectors across the country began scrutinizing their own coins with newfound intensity. Stories emerged of lucky individuals who found the coin among their loose change, initially unaware of its rarity until they brought it to an appraiser. These moments of discovery have become legendary in numismatic circles, inspiring countless others to keep searching. As the coin's story grew, so too did its reputation as one of the most captivating pieces in Australian coinage. It became a symbol of patience and perseverance, proving that even the smallest and most common-looking coins can hold secrets of great significance. Museums and private collectors alike began vying for the rare 1993 5 cents, eager to showcase it in exhibitions that highlight the beauty and mystery of Australia's minting history. These coins became centerpieces, drawing crowds eager to catch a glimpse. Auction houses have witnessed heated bidding whenever one of these coins appears for sale. Collectors from across the globe compete fiercely, driving prices to breathtaking heights as they try to secure a piece of this remarkable story. For those fortunate enough to own one, the coin represents much more than its weight in metal. It embodies history, art, and the thrilling possibility of discovery, reminding them that great treasures can emerge from the most humble places. Collectors who continue to search for the coin describe their quest as both exhilarating and deeply rewarding. Even the process of examining coin after coin becomes meaningful, driven by the dream of finding that rare hidden gem. The 1993 rare 5 cents has also inspired a new generation of collectors who see it as proof that numismatics is alive with surprises. Young and old alike have been drawn to the hobby, motivated by the coin's story and the possibility of making a discovery of their own. As the years go by, the remaining rare specimens become even more precious. Their scarcity increases their appeal, and each newly discovered example reignites the excitement of collectors everywhere. One of the most unforgettable moments in the coin's history occurred at a prestigious international auction. When a flawless specimen of the rare 1993 Australian 5 cents went up for bidding, the atmosphere in the room was electric. The hammer finally fell at an astonishing $1.98 million, a figure that left even the most seasoned experts speechless. That extraordinary price confirmed the coin's place among the most valuable modern coins ever sold. Beyond its monetary value, it became a symbol of dedication and a testament to the passion that drives collectors to seek out beauty and rarity in unexpected places. The story of the 1993 Australian 5 cents continues to inspire awe and admiration. It reminds us all that history is not just written in books, but also etched in metal, passed quietly from hand to hand, waiting for someone to recognize its worth. For those who hold this coin today, it is not simply an artifact, but a legacy. It carries within it the thrill of discovery, the pride of ownership, and the unshakable belief that even the smallest of coins can carry the biggest stories. Top 2. The world of coins hides extraordinary stories in the smallest of places, and among them, the 1980 Australian 5 cents featuring Queen Elizabeth II has emerged as a quiet legend. At first glance, it seems like any ordinary coin, but its secret rarity has made it one of the most sought-after treasures in numismatics. When the Royal Australian Mint struck the 5 cents in 1980, millions were released into circulation. Yet within those millions, an extremely small group was produced under mysterious circumstances, creating a variety that would later astonish collectors worldwide. On the obverse, the youthful profile of Queen Elizabeth II appears graceful and timeless, her hair perfectly rendered, her crown delicately detailed. The reverse shows the familiar echidna, Australia's spiny anteater, beautifully nestled among its spines, a symbol of resilience and uniqueness. The intrigue surrounding the 1980 coin lies in its extraordinary rarity, with only a handful of the special variety known to exist today. The few discovered carry subtle differences invisible to the untrained eye but unmistakable to experienced collectors. Some of these rare examples exhibit a striking flaw in the minting process, an unusual doubling effect on the Queen's portrait, a slightly misaligned die, or a faint but distinct rim variation that sets them apart from ordinary pieces. What makes this particular coin even more fascinating is how long it remained hidden in plain sight. For decades, these rare pieces changed hands as pocket change, tossed in jars or spent at shops, until finally being noticed by a sharp-eyed collector. Once the first of these coins was identified, the numismatic community was electrified. Experts began examining other 1980 coins, confirming that a minute fraction of the year's mintage possessed these extraordinary features. The rarity of the coin has made it a legend among Australian collectors. Many have spent years searching through rolls of 5-cent coins in the hope of finding one of these elusive treasures, but very few have succeeded. Stories began surfacing of lucky individuals stumbling upon the coin in forgotten drawers or inherited collections. Each discovery carried a thrill of disbelief, quickly followed by immense excitement as the magnitude of the find sank in. Over the years, the reputation of the 1980 rare 5 cents has grown steadily. Even seasoned collectors still speak of it in hushed tones, describing it as one of the crown jewels of Australian coinage. Museums and private collectors have vied for ownership of these coins, with a few finding their way into exhibitions where they are displayed under heavy security, admired by thousands of visitors drawn to their understated beauty and remarkable backstory. Auction houses have witnessed dramatic bidding wars whenever one of these coins appears. Collectors from around the globe compete to secure a piece of history, often pushing the final price far beyond anyone's expectations. Those fortunate enough to own one often describe it as more than just a collectible. It represents history, chance, and dedication, a token of Australia's numismatic journey and a personal symbol of discovery. For those still searching, the coin has become an obsession. Entire communities have formed around the hunt, with collectors sharing stories, techniques, and encouragement, all united by the dream of uncovering this extraordinary piece. Even for casual enthusiasts, the 1985 cents offers a lesson in looking closer at what seems ordinary. It reminds everyone that value is sometimes hidden, waiting patiently to be recognized by someone with curiosity and care. Every time one of these rare coins comes to light, it reignites interest in Australian coinage. Younger collectors are inspired to join the hunt, ensuring the story of the 1980 rare 5 cents will endure for generations to come. One unforgettable chapter in the coin's story occurred when a pristine example was brought to auction, sparking intense global interest. In a stunning finale, the hammer fell at an astonishing $1.28 million, a figure that left even the most seasoned collectors stunned. That incredible price underscored not only the rarity of the coin but also the emotional connection collectors feel toward it. Beyond the monetary value, it is a piece of history, a testament to the passion and perseverance of those who chase such dreams. The 1980 Australian 5 cents remains a symbol of what makes coin collecting so compelling, the idea that something so small can carry such immense meaning. It stands as proof that even among everyday objects, wonders still wait to be discovered. Top 1 inch. The vast world of coins, some stand quietly unnoticed for years before they reveal their true rarity and incredible worth. The 1979 Australian 5 cents coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is one such fascinating piece that has captured the imagination of collectors around the globe. When it was first minted in 1979, this coin seemed ordinary. Millions of 5-cent coins were produced in Australia that year, most of them entering circulation without fanfare. But a closer look revealed something extraordinary about a very small number of these coins. The design itself is iconic, showing a young Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, beautifully rendered with delicate detailing. The reverse displays the famous echidna, Australia's beloved spiny anteater, sitting comfortably in the center of the coin. Both sides tell a story of national pride and timeless symbolism, but it's not the design alone that makes this coin so special. In 1979, a very limited batch of these coins was struck under unusual circumstances, possibly due to an error at the mint or an experimental production run. These few coins are slightly different from the standard issue, and that subtle difference has made them priceless to collectors. Experts believe that fewer than 50 such rare examples exist today. Some carry striking anomalies in their rim or edge, while others feature faint doubling on the Queen's portrait, invisible to the casual eye but highly sought after by those who know what to look for. For years, these rare specimens circulated unknowingly, passed from hand to hand as mere change, hiding their true identity. It wasn't until a few diligent collectors noticed the peculiarities that the story began to unfold and gain attention within the numismatic community. The coin's rarity lies not just in how few survive but also in its condition. Those that have been discovered in pristine, uncirculated condition are even rarer and command astronomical sums at auctions. Finding such a specimen is akin to finding a treasure chest in plain sight. When word spread of the 1979 Australian 5-cent rarity, collectors scrambled to check their own collections and even scoured old jars of coins tucked away in homes. A kind of quiet frenzy swept through enthusiasts who dreamed of discovering one of these elusive pieces. What's remarkable about this coin is how it reflects a moment in history. The late 1970s were a time of change and growth in Australia, and this small coin now stands as a tangible link to that era. Its survival, against the odds, adds to its mystique and significance. Over the decades, these rare coins have been featured in exhibitions, numismatic journals, and even television documentaries. They serve as a reminder of how sometimes the smallest objects can hold the deepest stories, connecting people across generations. Some collectors describe holding this coin as an emotional experience. Knowing its story and understanding its rarity gives it a weight beyond its physical form, a kind of magic that only true collectors fully appreciate. Auction houses now consider the 1979 5 cents among the crown jewels of Australian numismatics. Every time one of these coins appears at an auction, excitement builds, and bidding wars break out as collectors try to outdo one another. Several of these coins have ended up in private collections, seldom seen by the public. Others reside in museums, displayed with care behind glass, admired by visitors who marvel at their understated beauty and remarkable journey. Stories have emerged of people finding these coins in the most unexpected places, in an old drawer, a forgotten piggy bank, or among a grandparent's belongings. Each discovery brings with it a sense of wonder and joy that money alone cannot buy. The 1979 5 cents coin also inspired renewed interest in Australian coinage in general. New generations of collectors have taken to the hobby, hoping to uncover similar hidden gems and to learn the rich stories behind each piece of currency. Even after decades, the demand for this coin shows no signs of slowing. Its reputation continues to grow, fueled by whispers of undiscovered examples still waiting to be found and by the legendary prices paid for those that have surfaced. One unforgettable moment in numismatic history occurred when a near-perfect specimen of the rare 1979 Australian 5 cents coin was auctioned to an international bidder for an astounding $1.2 million, leaving the room stunned. This sale solidified the coin's place in the pantheon of rare and valuable coins. That extraordinary figure demonstrated how the value of such a coin far surpasses its modest face value. It stands as a testament to the passion and dedication of collectors and the incredible stories that even a tiny 5-cent piece can tell. Today, the 1979 5 cents coin remains a symbol of discovery, rarity, and beauty. Its journey from everyday change to priceless treasure serves as inspiration for collectors everywhere to look closer at what they hold in their hands.